Right, now we're going to go do salmon dish now, right? This is dishes like raw salmon, which is flavored with chives and red onion, served with avocado. It's got a little bit of sesame oil, mirin, and then wasabi in there. Are you guys okay if I put a little bit of wasabi in the dressing? Just a little, very touch, right? Very little bit, very little. You'll never know you've had it, right?
Who's found the wasabi a little bit hotter than they did prior to surgery?
They accidentally put too much wasabi on their piece of sushi.
All right, my little salmon bones, one or two bones there still. All right.
Any sort of salmon, or you'd have to go specific salmon?
Well, any salmon can do, right? But when it's raw, I always like to go to the fishmonger and buy it, you know, instead of the supermarket, because you know it's like especially Thursdays, you know, that's the good fish day. Tuesdays and Thursdays. I go to Churros a lot, right? So.
That was
Charos, yeah. Charos, sorry.
Charos seafood.
Yeah, it's my Scottish coming out there, right? All right. You see at the bottom, right, you got the fat, right? Just cut the fat off. That's good when you're cooking salmon, right? For if you're roasting it on the skin. But afterwards, always take it off, right? So I got take these little bones off it there. So you dice it any way you want it, right? I can do a bigger one. You can do a small one. It's all up to you. All right. And I do like the down. You know, look at that fat. That's beautiful. It's good for you, all right?
What type of fat is it?
Omega 3.
And what do we need the omegas for? Brain function? Yep.
All right, so what we're going to do now, okay. We've got the salmon. So it's up to you what flavor you put in. You can, you've got a recipe. The recipe I gave you works, okay? It does work, trust me. But then you can actually add to it, right? Some people might like to put a little bit lime juice in with this, just to like, you know, make it last longer, you know, if you're doing it in the fridge beforehand. I like it natural because if I'm going to buy it, I use it right away, right? So the next thing that goes with this is avocado. Where's my other half avocado?
Can we have a taste without avocado? We've got one. Not raw in the way. You can't eat avocado.
Okay. Could you ask Samuel not to do one?
No avocado?
2 no avocado? 3? Right. What I said in the recipe is puree up or mash up, right? But this time I'll just do it a little bit different because you can play around. If you don't like it mashed up, you can cut it into little dice. So I'm going to cut this one in dice this time, okay?
What are some of the benefits of an avocado? Yep, substitute for butter. So it's essentially a fat. Okay, it's a good type of fat though. Okay, so we need a certain amount of fats in our diet, but preferably those good ones because they take the bad fats away where they're processed elsewhere in our body.
And everywhere you go in the world now is smashed avocado in every menu. That's one thing.
You can have it every day, definitely. So, you know, a quarter of an avocado is probably okay. A whole avocado every day, you know, it is still fat.
All right. There we go. I need my glasses on because I'm getting old. Can't see nothing. So, you meant to say, no, you're not old, please. So we're doing a little bit light soya, all right, for the dressing. Okay. I just need a little bit because everything's been done in there.
What does light refer to sometimes?
Salt reduced.
Not always.
No.
What might it also mean? Light in flavour, light in colour, light in texture. So it's diet means in terms of yogurt, so it's got an artificial sweetener. I don't know any particular brand that's a light yogurt. There'll be low fat, which means it's obviously lower in fat. D-light.
They're not great.
There's another brand of soy that is a true low salt. I can't think of the name.
Low salt yogurt.
Soy sauce.
Low salt. I've got it in my pantry. Low salt soy sauce. what's it called? Tamari.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Tamari. I was getting there.
So, with the dressing, right? In the dressing, there's a little bit of sesame oil, there's mirin and soy sauce, with a little touch of wasabi. This is only a little drizzle go round. It just actually, because I don't use any salt in here whatsoever, so this is really.
Sorry, does everyone know what mirin is?
Mirin is a little Japanese friend. Very good for stir fries and everything like that, right? Mirin. You want to smell it when you go up and down?
Like a vinegar. Rice wine vinegar.
Rice wine vinegar style. It's made from rice, you know, but it's very good.
Should we pass it around?
Yeah. If they can, I'll tell you what. You got a little bowl to put in. It's easy to let they can taste it a little bit. So, and of course, I put in my recipe fresh wasabi, but I saw the price of the fresh wasabi the other day. So let's go back to the tube, okay? I keep forgetting I'm not working in hotels now, right? And I didn't want to break the budget. I just did this function up in for 60 years of a meat company, 2.5 hours outside Brisbane, up past Toowoomba. So I ordered the fresh wasabi and it was like $500 a kilo, right? So I went down very well, didn't I? Right? Yeah. So. Yeah. All right. So this with the salmon, right? It's been mixed with shallots and it's been. I use red onion because I love the Spanish red onion. I love the acidity. You can use the little shallots. You can just use normal onion if you want, right? But watch the balance between the salmon, the chives, and the shallots. I'm a big onion fan, right? So if you're an onion fan, just add a bit more, like me. So this is the fresh salmon, just be able to be marinated together. Leave it for like 20 minutes to an hour, so it's marinated, right? So we'll just put it in a ring. You don't have to put it in a ring. You can just put it on a spoon on the table. And you can see how you're going to get it now in a minute. The avocado, I just chopped up. Okay. You can add a bit of lime juice to it. Of course, I did away with my chopping board, so. That one came out very fast, didn't it, eh? Okay. I had to keep moving it because cross-contamination, so I couldn't do that for you. So. Right. So we'll put the avocado on top. Don't spill it though, Leslie. Didn't get that, did you? Right. Right. Now it says micro herbs, micro salads, right? You can get all these little micros in the supermarkets these days. You know, little packets of coriander leaves, whatever. What I actually do is I grow a lot of my own herbs anyway, right? So I use that, right? And I put down as a garnish pumpernickel crumbs, just to give a different texture. So just cut and I mean this pumpernickel has got no preservative in it. You can get some with preservatives, but this pumpernickel has got no preservatives at all. Just cut it into cubes. Then just put them in the oven when you switch the oven off at night time and leave them overnight, right? So you get nice little crumbs. Okay? So I have to put my glasses on now because I can't see the small anymore. So we'll take off the... There we go. Then we'll put a little bit of the herbs on top. I gave them my little tongs in there. A little bit pumpernickel. Out of the way again. So I've used some chervil, I've used some coriander, I used some chives. You can do whatever you want. I gave him some little basil here. All right. Excuse me. Okay, we do a little bit of dressing. Yeah, I will try. Okay, that's that, all right? And you can even go a little bit further if you want to do it. It's not in the recipe, make your own little cracker to finish it, right? So even if you're not going to get all that extra fat and the little cracker in there is some of the salmon mixed with chives, coriander, then in a wonton wrapper tied up with chives and poached, not fried, just poached. So you get a little bit something different if you want to do it with your tartare of salmon with avocado and sesame oil wasabi dressing. Okay, so now you're going to get a little taste of that, but I couldn't make the crackers that small, so you don't get a cracker. Okay.
So one of the questions that I had was, can you do the same thing with tuna?
Raw tuna? Yeah, of course. That's the premium, you know what I mean? If you get toro, it's even better, right? So, no, raw tuna is good. If you want to gamble with fresh prawns, use it with fresh lime, but it must be fresh prawns, right? And then, like in Asia, we eat even the raw lobster as well, when it's still alive, you know, it's still good. But yeah,